You're listening to the I Like That Story podcast. This is a special Christmas edition called Empty Gas Tanks and Ping Pong Tables. This Christmas edition is brought to you by Selby Studios, graphic imaging for family, home, business, and of course, for the holidays. Hi, I'm Jeff Gould, and A Prairie Christmas is one of the things I do at ILikeThatStory.net. I thought, since it's December, since we're in the holiday season, I'd play some of my stories that I use from my radio programming, and I thought I'd show those if you're watching this on YouTube in front of a fireplace, and if you're not, well, you can just listen along and pretend. Here's our first story. It was a number of years ago that my wife Libby and I decided to buy our kids a ping pong table, a decision that has changed many lives, as you will soon find out. You see, if you want to keep a big gift like a ping pong table a secret, it takes more than a lot of wrapping paper. I decided that year to use a series of scavenger hunt type clues and envelopes hidden in our house and yard as a way to draw attention away from the basement. And it worked. They never even saw the ping pong table. It's also an interesting note that the thing they remembered most that year was not the ping pong table. It was chasing around the house and yard looking for the ping pong table. I mentioned this to a friend of mine, and he said, "Next year, let's do it together." We did. Only this time we chased around town and added some extra elements of good deeds and pay it forward type stuff. And this is where I finally get to the part of the empty gas tank. It has always been my belief that the Christmas season is about teaching children about giving as a way to highlight God's gift of His Son Jesus to the world. So to get them to focus on the importance of giving, I added the following task to the scavenger hunt. Find a person driving an old car with a child seat in the back and pay for their gas without showing yourself. So my then 15-year-old daughter, Mallory, went to a convenience store and waited, and waited, and waited. Turns out cashiers at convenience stores get nervous when teenagers loiter at the back of the convenience store, so to avoid being kicked out, Mallory had to let him in on the secret. The guy was excited at the game and kept his eye out too, looking for the elusive old car with a child's seat. Finally, it arrived. It was in the form of a white extended cab pickup truck with a ladder rack. In the back were two little kids strapped into child seats. In the front was a young woman, late 20s, red-faced with the cold, white winter coat, and a credit card. Uh-oh. It looked like she was going to pay at the pump. The helpful attendant ran out of the store and tried to stop her. Oh, wait! You can't do that! The woman became very defensive, so the attendant blew the secret and blabbed, "'Cause some kid wants to pay for you." The woman stopped and stared. Who? The attendant pointed to the store where Mallory was trying to hide. She approached Mallory. "My husband's a contractor." She motioned to the truck. "And people are late to pay. Some of his jobs, it's been 120 days, they still haven't paid. Christmas is coming. I got no idea what to do. In fact, I wasn't even sure there was enough in this credit card to pay for gas. That's why I got so flustered when that guy ran out of the store." She looked at Mallory. "Why are you doing this?" Mallory shifted awkwardly and shrugged. This time the woman's eyes welled with tears. "Thank you. You will never know what this means to me." Then she gave Mallory a hug, and from that day to this, my daughter has looked at Christmas in a completely different way. That was many years ago. Since then, others have started similar scavenger hunts in cities and towns all over the place. Sometimes people ask me for instructions, which I send, or letters of how the game has affected their friends and family, which I treasure. In both cases, God has again proved what miracles He can do with such ordinary things like ping pong tables and empty gas tanks. Well, that's our story for today. Thank you for listening. If you would care to comment, share, or pass this on in any way, I would appreciate it. If you're interested in buying some of the stories, I do have them available on CD or download through my website, which is ilikethatstory.net, or a sub-site within that, aprairiechristmas.com. Books for sale, CDs, music, you name it, and of course, your comments and questions. Thanks for reaching out to me, and until next time, God bless.